Welcome to Off the Cuff with Des and Zane. I'm Zane Thomas.
And I'm your host, Carissa Des, and this is our special guest over here, FIYA.
Hey.
Would you like to go by FIYA or your real name?
Either which one you makes comfortable.
Okay.
All right, FIYA it is.
FIYA
it is.
Absolutely, absolutely.
And you and Zane are on a show together, correct?
Yes, yes, we're on a show tonight. So if you're watching live, come check it out.
Is it every Sunday? It's called
It's Laugh Sunday.
Sundays.
So it's not the last laugh, but it is the last Sunday.
Yeah.
Last Sunday of every
Yeah,
month.
yeah.
Well, it could be the last laugh that Sunday of the month.
Yeah.
Ooh,
Okay,
ooh,
because that is
look
the
at
last
that.
Sunday, so that's the last Sunday you'll get to laugh and see
absolutely.
everybody.
Absolutely.
Yes.
So, and are you going to be on there tonight?
Yes,
Or,
I am.
at
I am.
that show?
I
Okay.
actually, I made the cut. I made the cut for what's
Both. You're doing both.
I'm doing both.
That's why I actually send you music.
I'm doing laughs. I'm doing music.
right.
I'm doing all the things that I'm good at. And FIYA here believes in me. So thank you so much.
You are so welcome.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah, and also Pill, who was on our show before, will be on
Yes.
there as well. And where will it be at? Can you tell us a little bit about your show for people who may want to go to it in Portland?
Yeah,
Okay.
learn about you.
Let's start with the first question, like where it's going to be at, okay? Which is called Rainbow City, and as a lot know, they've moved, okay? So they've moved, and they are 301 Northwest 4th, and the cross street is Everett, okay? And so,
Be there tonight.
yes,
Be there.
The doors open at 6:30. The show starts 7.
Yes, we're
Either
hoping.
right at
we're
7.
hoping.
For
Okay.
those,
Cross your
live
finger- air cross your
listeners,
You know,
fingers.
just like, anything can happen. A lot of times it just, I have yet to make sure it starts exactly at 7.
Well, I mean, that's just how events go. The sooner you
Yeah.
accept that it's not starting at
Yes.
exactly that time, the sooner you'll have fun.
Yep.
And
And I feel like whenever I go to an event, they usually end up starting an hour late. So if you start anytime before that, you're early, in my
wow.
opinion.
Yeah.
I do it. I
Yeah.
do. Yeah.
Yeah, like 59
Especially
minutes.
punk shows. Especially punk shows, if you've ever
Yeah.
been to a punk show before. Which they
The Last Laugh is a production that started in my daughter's backyard with bonfires. I had a birthday, and because I do fashion and because I, music, I had a CD release party. I cook, and so what I wanted to do was it was called my sleigh date, and so at that time,
You were slaying the day.
I did the food, the fashion show, and my CD release,
Wow.
and so all of that and performed. But what it did was at that time there was Shavante, then I was in theater with, and G-Way we was in theater with, and I knew Shavante said her son did a little comedy. I was like, so why don't we just, and it started from there, and then we just the backyard, bonfire, you know what I'm saying, last Sunday. And then when it got to be well, what are you going to do when it's wintertime? And I was like, I don't know. We'll just wait for next summer. Well, Mitsu, who was owner of Headwaters Theater at that time, was at the show, she was like, why don't you come and do it in my theater? I can't do it for you every Sunday, but I can give you a grand opening. And so we had our first grand opening inside a theater at Headwaters Theater, which was really
Cool.
freaking
That's
cool
really
at
cool.
the time.
Damn.
And
I didn't even know this. Darn. I didn't even know this.
Right. And then from there, my daughter introduced me to a friend of hers that had Lumi's CBD Wellness Center on Powell, 21st and Powell.
Sure.
Beautiful place, screen. So I had that place, and it was packed. Got up to 80 in my audience. It was, there was no music involved. It was just all comedians, right? And I fed them. I still cooked, and and I always bought a little something
Starving
so everybody
artists.
could. Yeah, that's why I did that, because I went to see some comedians that I was invited, and I noticed they didn't have no money.
No,
They couldn't
no,
drink. They couldn't eat.
no.
Right. So
And if we
I
had to
said,
pick one, we usually
well,
drink.
and so what I did is I would always buy a bottle. I didn't never know what kind, but I'd ask somebody what kind. I would always have a bottle and little shot glasses for all the comedians, but I made them eat first because I like to feed people.
Yeah. You don't want to
know,
get
probably
in too
the
drunk.
And I
Your
think,
way.
and then that was it, and then COVID came, and we stayed back to the backyard again. It didn't
Sure.
stop. Then the fire came. Then I had to stop. True enough, but then I started being a pop-up show, and it just messed things up. But I didn't stop. So it was
Yeah.
wherever I could get in, wherever, and
Yeah.
somebody Chinese, the restaurant
We were at
side
that Mexican
outside at the
restaurant.
Mexican. Yes, you
I
remember?
remember that. I
Yeah.
remember
So
that.
I was just popping up just wherever I could get in. You never knew where the show was almost going to
That's
be at.
fun though. That adds like a little bit of like that element of surprise.
But
every
you
month.
lose your crowd.
Mhm.
You
That's true,
lose
too.
your
Yeah.
audience that way at the same time. So it's always a hit and miss. And it's very discouraging from coming from almost 80 in a crowd to 6, 7, or just the artists. And then you might have 2 or 3. And it's just like,
People wandering out of the restaurant like, hey, what's going on?
and then one night, was you there when it rained really bad, and we had all our tents and was trying to adjust, but the show went on. We all gathered
absolutely.
together and we still went on. So I've been through a lot. And so this last, basically coming up almost a year that I've been with Rainbow, with Strawberry Pickles. Just a big shout out to her,
Yeah, they keep coming up. Strawberry Pickle
Look at
keeps
that.
coming up on our
I
show, so
think
we need
that
to actually have her on the show soon.
Yeah, absolutely.
OG Baby Blue Benz was actually saying that we should get her at the same time as another artist who's my friend.
Yeah.
But would you say that comedy is more your focus, or like your favorite?
What's your favorite? Who's your favorite artist? No, I'm just kidding.
Not yet.
Just say
All
Zane.
like,
No.
Is music or comedy kind of your main project?
Okay,
or like
so
most thing that you're passionate about?
irony of this, I don't even know how I got involved with the comedy. I'm not a damn comedian. I don't even understand
Comedians
how.
just jump in wherever.
I just really don't.
If people
I'm
are
not.
laughing, then
And so
you're a comedian,
when it
right?
started, and then other comedians, well, I want to be on, and I was like, okay. And it was really hard because I came from this real religious at first. And it was like, what am I doing this for? Like I didn't hear certain things before, right? Got stupid. It's like, wake up. You know what I'm saying? And then all of a sudden I was hearing that you have the heart of the people. So it's their testimonies to me, the comedians to me, as I really kind of listen, even though I look to laugh, but I'm listening because a lot of them, to me, I'm as an empath or clairvoyance, I feel different. So I take them all on, now? And it's like, so some come message me. And so what it's to me, I say a ministry type of thing. Do you know what I'm saying? But at the same time, it allowed me to stop being biased and prudish. And this is life. Words are words. And now I freely fucking use them if I want to. Sorry.
Absolutely.
I mean, and I mean, seriously. And it was like, it's just a word. It's just words, and some words are meant to express. And I walk that tightrope of no cussing, no doing this, don't look to the left. I lived that life, and I was miserable. I was not me.
I'm a cusser. Zane actually told me I needed to cut back my cussing because I used to be on the radio.
You said you need to cuss back.
So my passion is now it's it's people. I would say it's not necessarily the comedy. It's not necessarily the comedy or the music. It is the people.
Right.
It is wanting to show and accept, because for so many years, when you're religion and a minister in the churches, you learn not to accept. You learn to,
which
you
seems
learn
counterintuitive, really.
You know what I'm saying?
True.
You don't. They say come as you are, but no way in the world will a comedian
as long
be
as
able
you're
to
like
come in
this,
there.
you can come as you
Yeah,
are.
exactly. There's so many conditions for them to be expressing unconditional love.
Right.
That's not what it is to me, and me not even feeling accepted, even in that era, doing everything. That's why I made the song Identity. That's why that song is
That's
there.
perfect.
Period.
Well, we should. Can you sing that song for us right now?
Yeah.
Oh,
Is there
well.
any way we throw these headphones on? You can share that song with us. I feel like that's a perfect transition.
I mean, okay. It
All
works,
right.
Okay,
Perfect.
let's do it.
All right.
Let's
Well,
do
we'll get
it.
that loaded
Oh,
up for you.
goodness.
And you got some fans in the chat saying, go FIYA, go FIYA,
Hey, what's
go FIYA. Look at that.
what's up, everybody? All right, let me get it.
It's your birthday. Actually, it was just your birthday, so happy belated birthday.
Yes,
Yeah.
thank you. Thank you so much. I need a little bit of a water. I can't reach anything.
We'll even open it for you.
Oh, my stars. Thank you so much. I'm not used to singing first thing in the morning.
I'm not
My
used.
voice is always like so raspy in the morning. I think it'd actually be good for singing. Like
Yeah.
that
So
like
glad this is
cigarette
not
smoker
cold.
voice.
Thank you that this is not cold.
We take care of our
We
singers.
did that on purpose.
Yeah.
All right.
Also, we can't afford refrigeration.
Yes.
All right.
Oh, I'll do that later.
All right, I'll get the music going in a second.
Okay.
All right. Well, until we get that started,
I just wanted to thank Halo Space, a nonprofit organization that Philip started and that I'm a part of as well. And we are, Halo Space is funding our space, Bang Studio Lab, where we're recording today. So shout out to Philip. And if you want to make any donations to the nonprofit organization, go to halospace.org, right? And we're doing a bunch of good things for the community.
Yep.
Mutual aid,
cool,
art, all that.
So
Here we go.
yeah, I did that. I looked for validation through the eyes of others, but while they was busy trying to mold and shape me the way they wanted me to be, my father, who is king, showed me my ID and reminded me that I am of royalty. What? Come on. I got my own identity. I don't need you to validate me. I got my own identity. I'm a child of the king of royalty. I didn't know who I was. I couldn't find my ID. I was searching but I could not see. But there were some people trying to show me. Some over here said do it like this.
Wear that skirt that short.
Some over there said do it like that. Stay in the middle, step to the field, talk very little, be dumb and diddle. One thing's a fact, I got my ID back. Woo! I got my own identity. I don't need you to validate me. I got my own identity. I'm a child of the king of royalty. You said you know the way to go. You said for me to just follow. You got me going here and there. It seems to me your way's not clear. Some over here said do it like this.
Oh, no, you can't come in here with that short.
Some over there said do it like that. Stay in the middle, step to the field, talk very little, be dumb and deal. One thing's a fact, I got my ID back. Woo! I got my own identity. I don't need you to validate me. I got my own identity. I'm a child of the king of royalty. My father is king on the throne. He tells me to him I belong. How can I doubt who I be when my DNA says I'm royalty? Some over here said do it like this.
With that short skirt on.
Some over there said do it like that. Stay in the middle, step to the field, talk very little, be dumb and diddle. One thing's a fact, I got my ID back. Woo! I got my own identity. I don't need you to validate me. I got my own identity. I'm a child of the king of royalty. I got my own identity. I don't need you to validate me. I got my own identity. I'm a child of the king. I'm royalty. Yeah.
Woo woo! Thank you so much. That was
Yeah.
FIYA.
That was FIYA.
And that song
Fuego
was called
actually means
Identity.
fire in Spanish.
Yeah. Did you know that?
I
Did
do
you know?
now. I do now. No, that was really good. That was really good. I noticed that you're really animated when you sing. Have you always been like that, or were you a little bit shy when you first started out?
No, I was definitely shy, and the animation comes in because the theatrics.
Sure.
So I'm very
important.
expressive naturally. And so I just learned to just go ahead and feel free and allowed to do that. Then I won't worry about what somebody thinking or about me or
Yeah.
what I look like and all that other stuff. So so you could pay attention to what I'm saying.
Sure.
You know what I'm saying? More than anything else. So yeah, but as an actress and a playwright, I just believe that goes hand in hand, you know?
Yeah.
So trying to express it. And so, yeah.
Yeah, definitely. So, what other kind of tools have you used to get over like your stage fright when you first started performing? Because I have stage fright. Like I could perform in front of a camera when I'm live streaming, but if this camera right here. But if I have an audience, I kind of freeze up. I need to work on that a little bit. So
if there was anybody across from us right now, Des would just lose it.
I just stare them right in the eyes.
Yeah, just freeze up.
So is there like any tools that you use that you can tell us about? Maybe they could help me.
Breathing.
Remembering to breathe. That's important.
This is really what's important. No, definitely breathing. But what is more important is why are you doing it? Why are you doing it? You have a why. You have to have a purpose.
Yeah.
And that purpose has to be the reason you're doing it, period. If it's a message, I got to get the message out to the people. It's not about me. You know? That's another song I wrote. You know, here I am, change me. You know, it's not all about me.
Yeah.
You know, so
usually people don't give us like, mindset tools that they use. Usually it's something else, like they have their friends in the crowd or something like that. But I think that is really important. And I personally don't like being told what to do, but I was like,
they don't.
But my assistant and friend also was like, oh, you want to learn how to sing? Try singing from the heart.
That's it.
And I was like, don't tell me what to do, but I really thought about it.
From
I was like,
from the kidney.
I was like, you know what? I understand what you mean. And I think, that really helped me.
And when you're just, it's like in your mind, it's like, and you get in your world and what you're doing and you see yourself literally. And why am I doing this? Because somebody needs this. Somebody, if I have a song that's sad, that means I can relate. Every song somebody can relate to, good, bad, or whatever.
Whether it's a positive message or it's it's a sadder message. Like there's somebody who can connect with the thing, and you have to remind yourself, like, I'm doing this to connect with them.
That's it.
Because I didn't have somebody. Because I haven't always had people to connect with, and as FIYA sees that in me, and that's why I appreciate you. But yeah, I haven't always been able to connect with people, and I haven't always felt connected with, and but I also feel like that's something I can give somebody else. So that's a lot of the same why that I have.
It brings you out of that, because it's kind of selfish, and if you think about it,
if you're just doing it to do well.
Right. Then you won't, you're doing it for all the wrong reasons, totally. But people out there want to be happy. The sad ones want to be sad sometimes, and they'll need a song to help them get through that sadness.
I actually have a playlist just for that.
Okay.
When I'm sad, like I'll get even sadder so I could get through it faster.
You see what I'm saying? So every emotion, a song, or even a joke can help. You know what I'm saying? Somebody else. Our gifts and talents are not for us. They're not for us. Our life lessons and journeys we go through, not even are for us. They're for us to go through them, experience them, and then somebody else is going to come in your life on your path that is going through what you just got over. And they're going to want to know how. I need you. And sometimes you won't even know that you're even faced with yourself when people, they're annoying. You was too.
I feel like if you're annoyed, a lot of times it's, you're triggered because you see in them what you don't like about yourself.
Totally.
Yeah.
Totally.
Or because I'm perfect and they're wrong.
Yeah, that's what I always say too.
Yeah. Also a possibility.
Totally. I mean,
I think that's a really good message to people who are wanting to who want to perform, because I feel like we get it in our minds that, like, I have to do this perfectly. And I feel like the more we try and do it perfectly, the more it escapes us. Like I had recently came across a video where they were talking about the law of reversed effort. It's basically the idea that, like, if a cat were right in front of you and you were to be like, I'm going to pet that cat, cat's going to run away. And the more you try to chase the cat, the more the cat runs away.
Yeah.
So it's basically just the idea that, like, as soon as you chill, that cat's like, hey, what's up? You know what I mean? And it's like, it's the same thing with your goals and everything that you want, is that the more you allow those things to come to you, the more likely they are to come to you.
Yes. I was going to talk about that a little bit too. Like, if you open yourself up to this energy, like, energy isn't good or bad. If you open yourself up to it and you're like, I'm ready to accept whatever it is that I need for my journey moving forward, I think it just comes to you. If you're just looking for it, like Zane was saying, you're not going to find it.
I have one better that I want to share. So much better. The flip side of me is I do have FIYA's Healing Garden, and I do current and desired states. Okay. So when we're talking about exactly what you're saying, and if anyone believes in quantum, physics,
I do.
Speed the things up. So one of the things that I do is to get your current state out with one word. What is your current negative state? Speak that. The body is 60 to 70% water. Water has memory. So your words have power. What you speak, life or death, right? So mostly people get baptized in water, but there's a reason we drink water at the same time. So check this out. My current state is I'm in fear. My current state is I live in so much fear. My fear is this and my fear is that. You say that in the water. You pour it in a fresh glove. I have these oils, different oils that I matter, I rise, and frankincense to guide you through, chocolate at the end. But your desires, nice. It is really nice.
So you've and this is perfect. Yeah, all of it. And this is perfect for off topic, which is one of our segments. Right, you're doing it right on time.
Really?
Yeah, you're doing it for us.
Yeah.
So how do we find you? This is FIYA's Healing Garden on Instagram, right?
Yeah, it is on Instagram.
Okay. And we can pay for this treatment. I think, is that your okay,
it's fine.
I was like, what is that? Right?
I don't know. I thought I turned everything off.
I think that's yours.
It must be. Thank you.
Okay,
you.
So we can find you there. And is this like a treatment that you can get? Like, do you have like somewhere where we can go, your healing garden, to have this done?
Grab the phone and take it out of you.
Take it away.
Yes, take it.
So
just run it away.
I currently, what winded up happening through all of this as a vendor and just starting out only doing the water ceremonies and ending it with your desired state. And once you speak your desired state, which is opposite of your current state, you drink that particular water. That's when the chocolate. Well, I was doing those until I was asked to create a curriculum. So I worked in partnership with the Women's First Transitional Resource Center, and it's a 12-week. I had my first graduate. Right now, I have one-on-ones in my place, you know what I'm saying? And so that's, it's a private thing. It's an appointment, one-on-one. If you want to just do the water ceremonies and have me walk you through.
So where does the chocolate come in?
And the chocolate comes in when you're done saying your desired state.
Okay.
My desired state is I'm not afraid. My desired state is I do not live in fear. And once you start creating that desired state and smelling the frankincense, then you drink that water when you're done. Then the chocolate just helps you stay there.
All right, sign me up.
I was gonna ask. So there's frankincense. Is there like Dracula scent? Is there like mummy scent? Okay, I'm sorry. No, I know. It's.
I have to be swift working with comedians. At first, I found out I was so gullible, and I would be like, "No,
there's no Dracula scent. That doesn't make any sense."
Well, I always know he's like doing a bit or something, so I'm like, I have to think about it. And I'm like, okay. And then I laugh 10 minutes later, and he's like, "You didn't laugh. It's okay." And I'm like, "No, I did, but it took me a second."
Somebody said they wanted a venue the opposite of Rainbow City. I was like Colorless Town, and
everybody was quiet.
Everyone was very quiet, and then everyone got it, and then they were mad at me. So
afterwards,
yeah. But no, I think that's really cool that you that you seek to heal, you seek to teach. You're also a teacher as well for vocal lessons and stuff.
Yes.
That's beautiful.
I've been looking for a vocal teacher, so this is perfect.
Yeah,
we were
you're
saying,
looking for a vocal teacher.
I'm even a playwright. I can direct you if you're a playwright or into acting. I do teach acting at the same time. It depends on what a person wants to know. In fact, well, that'll be the next. Oh, look at
that! You're already on time.
I'm hot myself.
How long have you been a vocal coach for, and how long have you been doing all this stuff?
Oh, my stars. Okay. The Healing Garden curriculum class, I've only been doing that. It was a 12-week. So I completed that 12-week, but I'm working with another girl and she's into her eighth week. So she has a few weeks to go. So this kind of all just started. But as far as my vending and the tools and the sage that I create and make for burning and stuff like that, I've been doing that almost 2 years. Yeah.
Wow.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, I think that's really cool that like I was saying, that you just kind of, you seek to heal in many different ways, like, because being able to sing is very healing for people who want to communicate a message. And you almost can't even communicate that message if your mind isn't right, if your body isn't right, if your spirit isn't right. So, being able to cover all the bases and help people get to a point where they feel comfortable with themselves, whether it's singing or spiritually, is I think that's really powerful, and I appreciate what you do.
Definitely.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you.
Do you also feel that, creating and healing is healing for you as well? Because you said that it's all for everybody else, but like Zane was saying, like, you need to take care of yourself also if you want to, provide the safe space for other people and heal.
So this is the beauty of it. It took me, I am on the 27th, turned 62 years old.
What? No way.
Wow.
You're a fibber. You're a fibber.
We don't believe it.
Yeah.
Let's see your ID.
So
your identity? No, okay, go ahead.
my life, from breaking my neck, from being raped, my whole life, my mother died early, going through a kidnapped, raped at 9 years old by 3 men, broke my neck at, 12 and told I was never able to walk again. And I was like, that's a lie.
That's a lie.
So you know what I'm saying? So I've been speaking my journey without even knowing my power and authority within myself, and always feeling like I was different. No one understood me. I didn't have this support team. When I would say something, it was crazy to people. I would see things, I would hear things, and, my name called, people laugh at me. No one called you, just all of these things.
Yeah.
But my thing is, I forgot the question.
Is it also healing?
Well?
Is it so going through this and surviving everything I did, and even religion, there was some healing, but it wasn't until I literally left everything that I was taught and thought to be true, to seek out who am I. The PTSD with the trauma, and, the words and the things that was in my head. So it was a matter of, then I was just being led spiritually to do this, to do that, to gather this, to do this. And then for myself, it all started, all my altars and everything that I've created. I didn't know it was for the Healing Garden at all.
Yeah.
It was strictly for me. Because I'm still healing. I'm not, as long as we're in these bodies on this earth, we're going to
There's always something to heal from.
Something to heal from.
Yeah.
Literally. Because every day it's moving forward. Things happen. People change. You change. Ideals, your thought matter change. Once you get to the I am chakra within yourself and get to know who you are from the inside out, then the healing begins.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, definitely. No. And I think that since you've gone on this healing journey, it seems like you're using the tools that you use to find yourself and to begin, this healing journey. You're using these to help other people, which is amazing because not everybody does that. And that's something that I, feel strongly about is for me, like if there's something that's going well in my life, I feel like I'm doing well, like I'll throw the rope out for my friends and try to help them out too. But not everybody does that. So I really appreciate you for doing that.
Thank you.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. No, I think that, just the fact that you've been through all of that and you see an opportunity where you have begun your healing and that how painful it is to feel alone. How painful it is to feel misunderstood and to feel rejected. Like a lot of people, there's two things you can do when you feel those things. You can either return the favor or you can make sure that nobody feels like that. And you decided to make sure that nobody else felt like that. And I think that that's really powerful. So thank you for doing that.
That's why the whole purple thing came on with me. And a lot of people don't understand. They were like, oh, purple. But for me, it chose me. And my the one video of Purple Royalty, it explained everything. We did a little mini video clip with that movie. But the whole thing is I was just sick of looking at relationships with people and love. And then the Valentine, red. And then I learned about Euros, love, phileo love, storage love. And I was like, but they're blaming God's love. You know what I'm saying? And it's a royal love. It's purple. It's not red. Maybe that's what's wrong with people. People are not knowing how to identify how they're being loved. And if they know that they're not being loved unconditionally, which is a royal love, which to me is a purple color, then you can understand how you need to be loved and won't accept anything less. You will recognize that, you only like me because we this or because of the sex or you see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And you don't love me, not royally, but first off, do
Like,
you
if I didn't
love
give you
yourself?
something, would you still love
That's
me?
it.
That's
Yeah.
what's important.
That's it. Exactly. That's like not needing anything. I love you unconditionally. I may not like what you do, but it doesn't stop me from loving you.
Yeah.
Yep.
It doesn't stop me from doing that.
No, that's really powerful. That's really powerful. So you had mentioned a music video, and that was
Purple royalty.
Purple Royalty. And I think the music video we have is the second one that you sent us.
Oh.
Okay.
Oh, faith is your answer? FIYA? Which one?
Yeah, I think
But-
it's faith is your answer. Faith is yo. Faith.
It's FIYA, actually.
Okay.
And it's FIYA. Let me hear you say. And that is one. Okay. I sent two, but I didn't know which one you guys were pulling up.
Yeah. He just had it on screen and then he moved it. So now I'm like, because I don't know. I was just like, which you just showed me the directed by. But I think this would be a really good opportunity to show one of your music videos, just because I think that, for you being a playwright, for you being an artist, for you being an actress, excuse me. I think just for everything that you do, I think that, a music video would be a really great representation of you and something I'd like to share with our audience. So.
All right. I would love them to see it.
Excellent. Yeah, absolutely. So we're going to pull that up. And thank you, Philip, for taking care of all this. And yeah.
He's awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah. Never lose faith. It's your answer. Let me hear you say FIYA. Faith is your answer. Let me hear you say FIYA. Faith is your answer. Looking back over my life, it's a wonder my mind's right. Thinking about when I gave up to some I was bad luck. Living with no hope, I didn't know how to cope. Introduced to the game, everything in my life soon changed. Bought into false hope, I went from using to selling dope. No time to think, handcuffed, locked up before I could blink. I never knew, I had no clue how deep this shit was I had stepped into. Let me hear you say FIYA. Faith is your answer. Let me hear you say FIYA. Faith is your answer. Let me hear you say FIYA. Let me hear you say Let me hear you say FIYA. Faith is your answer. Let me hear you say FIYA. Faith is your answer. No matter what you go through, listen to the voice in you. A choice you must make. You never know who's honest or fake. Learn from your mistakes. Only hope can produce faith. Let faith be a light. Turn it on day and night.
It comes back. Look at that. That was awesome.
Thank you.
So I first want to say you are such a natural on camera. Oh my goodness. I get so nervous. I'm like, where do I look? Who do I talk to? What do I do? How do I move? But you had it. You're very natural.
Thank you.
Yeah. So is it like a lot of on-camera experience, or when you said that you were acting, was it just plays and stuff like that, or on-camera experience?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yes,
A bit of both?
yes. Yeah, a little bit of both.
Mhm.
Yeah. I don't have very many music videos out.
You don't need a lot. That one was pretty
but-
good. You can just
Yeah.
kind of ride the wave of that one.
You know, but my son was out there with Soluna, and they was doing a video. And my son was into videography at the time because he does do that, but he's doing just editing now. And he knew I would love that place. So the inside is a different video. I did do a video on the inside. I just didn't like my outfit, so I didn't send you that one.
Yeah, I was
But-
going to say, I really love your outfit in that video.
Yeah, and so I chose that one. That's the outside of the building. And we did the second one. So when he showed me, I was like, oh, you got to take me there. I got to do, we do 2 videos and knock them out there, right?
Yeah.
And I just did. I fell in love with that place. And I knew already what I wanted to wear
Mhm.
because he had videotaped it and showed it.
I'm a
to
huge
me.
fan of black and green. So
Yeah, I was too. You know, black with any color before I got all into this purple. Now I'm just like,
Yeah.
oh my stars.
yeah. And then and J-Dub, your son.
Yes.
Man, his songs get stuck in my head every single time I see this dude. Like, so catchy. Just, I mean, you really raised a solid dude. Like, I think that's. Oh man, how many kids you got? I mean,
I have 4.
4. Oh my
Yes,
goodness,
I have 4.
Man.
Total of 4.
Man,
Yes,
that's
yes.
well. Thank
And
you for your service.
And grandkids, right?
Yeah.
I have 10 grandkids and 1 great grand.
Oh,
That's
wow.
a lot of Christmas presents.
Yeah. The look you had was just like, I gotta buy those. Still gotta
You're
get
like,
those.
I'm already starting my Christmas shopping now.
Yep. No, that's really awesome. Yeah, J-Dub just is super talented. Would you say that he saw you and what you were doing was just like, I want to do that, or would you say that he grew as an artist separately? Let's speak
I want to
for him.
say a bit of both.
Okay.
Because when he was like 9 years old and he got his first computer, we noticed that he was just this geek. He's a natural born
Mhm.
geek, and he's a proud brother.
We hope
geek.
he's watching right now.
Okay.
Brother
And so,
geek.
yeah. And so he would make beats. And I was at that time, was
Mhm.
singing and writing. And then I'll listen to some of his stuff and I was like, whoa. And so I started writing to his music and everything.
Mhm.
And then earlier, as he got older, he went to this school where there was a studio at
Mhm.
Helensview and everything. And so he started working out of the studio and making beats and people for all these rappers. They loved him.
Mhm.
Then I winded up coming in there and recording my first CD at
Mhm.
Helensview out of that studio, Ben Dre and
Cool.
them. And then out of nowhere, he was doing videography and things. And then he just started. He's perfect pitch. He has his own everything, but
That's
he
crazy.
started with getting on my music. So he's on the
Mhm.
background. I think that, just like,
Yeah,
and I
yeah.
was like, yeah, and so there's a couple of songs that and then a lot of the beats that he had made, was making and stuff. And then he started singing with me, but then out of nowhere, he just started teaming up with some of the guys and they
Mhm.
rapping with them and making up stuff with them and
Mhm.
doing things.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden he branched off into his own.
Mhm.
The boy has perfect pitch. He's singer and a rapper.
Yeah. No.
Do you
it's-
know?
and a
he's
videographer.
Also, he's
so,
a
like,
videographer.
I'm very jealous.
He's a photographer. He is right
Oh, man.
now
We
an
need to get him on our
engineer.
team.
He's
Yeah,
an
for real.
he's an engineer. Actually,
Yeah.
he's right now his full-time job. He finally, I'm so proud of him, got his own studio, Mixed
Yeah,
District
but watch him build
Studios.
that. But
What's
watch
his
him build
studio's
that.
name?
Mixed District.
Okay.
Mixed
We should get him on our
Mixed.
show soon too.
Yeah.
Good. Oh,
That-
man, I know you're not gonna be able to make it to the show tonight, but like J-Dub has this one song that every single time I hear it, I'm just like, this is so catchy.
He's
Yeah.
going to be at your show tonight?
Yeah, he's a special. Actually, he is my featured artist. It's my
Oh.
birthday. So
Hey,
their
whoa.
part 2.
That's off the
He will
record.
end the music part in part 1, take a break.
Mhm.
We come back for the
Then he's
second
doing
set.
comedy. No,
And he could.
he probably
Now,
could.
no,
This
he
dude's
is
funny.
He is funny as
Yeah.
hell.
No, I
am
sat and
not
talked with him. No, he's
just
super
a
funny.
natural. But I wish
He's already doing a lot. He's already doing a lot.
He does. He does a lot.
You're gonna look like me if he
You catch his comedy when you're talking with him. Then you just see all of that. He is. But yeah, he's tonight. He will be on. He's doing 6 cuts.
Yeah.
So he's doing 3 the first half, and he's ending it with 3, and then we're just gonna party after that. But
nice.
Yeah. But he's my sound. He's been in all my plays. Since he was 9. He's been ride or die with mom. You know what I'm saying?
That's really cool.
Yeah, I'm his biggest fan too.
And it's awesome that you probably inspired him, but I'm sure that he inspires you a little bit too.
He inspires me.
Yeah.
I'd be like, I wish I was perfect pitch. I can't do nothing he does. He's got. I have to work at it. I'm all limited. But no, his vocals. His range.
Yeah.
I mean,
it's really impressive.
Can do all that. And I'm like, it missed me. I can't do all that.
No, you passed it on is what happened.
Well, okay. It didn't get me. I did not get that. But we come from a long family. My mother, may she rest in peace, was a singer and an actress. We have cousins that were producers and had their own studios, and may they rest in peace. Someone came in and got rid of them in their work prime too. So yeah.
The thing I was going to ask next is, since we got you here, is there anything off the record that you haven't announced to anybody quite yet?
You said you're going to be recording something, I heard.
Yes.
Maybe.
Okay. So yes. There's a few projects. I don't even know where to start. So tonight we'll be finishing a video that it's a protest video that I started about a year ago, and it's about, I think, 8 or 9 of us, and so it consists of
watching y'all do that.
Yeah, J Mac, Swiggle Mandela. It's Eric Island, huh?
We love Swiggle.
Yes, and so he'll be there
Eric
tonight,
and
so it's then there's Shavante, her son, and another young man that wouldn't make it tonight, but he's in the first 2 shots of the video. He just won't be in this particular scene, and of course J-Dub's at the end, and I have a guy that's that's out of Seattle that's a part of it at the same time. So I'm trying to think,
It's a Macklemore.
Your favorite artist? Your favorite artist?
No, it's
Weird Al.
he goes by Nolama. Okay, Nolama, and he's been on the show. He's part of the LLS team, the Last Laugh Sunday team, and he's just not there tonight because he's out of town.
Sure.
So, but he'll be there. No, he'll be here tonight. I mean, so I'm sorry. I don't know why I said that.
That's exciting.
So yeah. So that's why we wasn't able to really get this video, this last scene, because we're everywhere all over, right? We're trying to get everybody, and Swiggle became a new papa and everything with his beautiful girls and stuff. So, it is really exciting. So we're going to finish it tonight, try to, finish the last scene tonight of that. So
very cool.
The next thing is I am starting a Last Laugh Sunday Part 2 under 21 edition.
Oh snap! Congratulations! Be able to get some more people out.
So
will it be on the same night as?
No, it will be the 3rd Sundays.
Okay.
So the second to last Laugh Sunday.
Yeah, right. I don't like. Do I need to change? Do I need to? How do I do this? Because it's not the Last Laugh, but it is Last Laugh Part 2, the youth edition. So it will be the 3rd Sundays.
Yeah, well, that's cool that you're giving them a space to perform. Like a space for younger people to show up to if they can't make it into a bar or
Well,
stuff
they
like
can't.
that.
And I worked at the Boys and Girls Club. I started an Ilama Like a Bee Community Girls Club. So youth, to be honest, when you ask where my passion is with the youth.
Yeah.
And so I'm also getting a theater. I have a play that is The Miracle of Giving, and that almost got the whole cast for that ready. So that'll be coming out soon. It's already been on the radio, and I've done it in churches before. And so, but now to just bring the community into it and do it, it's going to be really exciting to have that achievement.
So you have a play coming out and you have a new song with a new video coming out too.
Yes. Yeah.
When does the video come out, and also when does the play?
Now we don't know because the last scene of the video is going to be shot.
We got to finish it tonight. Then
yes, and then I will let I'm not sure when it's coming out, but I'll definitely
follow FIYA on social media on Instagram as FIYA's Garden.
I have 3. Okay. I have 3 Instagrams.
Yeah.
So for your healing garden,
there's FIYA's Healing Garden.
Okay.
Okay. FIYA2 _ healing _ garden. Okay. And then there's Last Laugh Sunday. So that's easy. Last Laugh Sunday.
Remember
And
that.
then, of course, just FIYA's Place, my regular,
Nice.
Yeah.
So follow her so that you know when her play's coming out, when her music video is coming out. And is your music video, do you release it on YouTube or where do you release it just on social media?
It's YouTube. I have a YouTube
MySpace.
channel. I remember MySpace.
Yeah, I went back and looked at MySpace.
You went
It's
Black
like
Planet.
Yeah.
it's like a desert.
Yeah.
It's a wasteland now. Are you on are you on Facebook?
What have I done?
Yes, I am on Facebook under my real name, Tamara Monique Walker.
Okay.
Yeah.
Make sure you give her a follow so that you know what's
Facebook.
happening.
I also have a Facebook page of FIYA's Place, the FIYA's
Look at
Place
that.
production.
Absolutely.
You're
You know
like
what,
me.
why
I have
not?
so many different social media
stars.
accounts. I have like 10.
Yeah.
Crazy.
You're probably missing a message somewhere. I
I
want
know.
you to know that. Somebody sent you a message and it's just like, you want to come to Hollywood? And you're like, which one is it on?
Yeah.
So check that after this. Not right now. I think that's really cool that you spread your talents in such a wide variety of ways because and it looks like your son is also just doing the same thing and is inspired by you as well and sees that like you don't just have to be a singer, you don't just have to be a dancer or an actress or an actor. You don't just have
That's
to be
right.
one thing. If you are talented at many things, like
Utilize them.
utilize them. You're depriving the world of the many things that you're gifted with by not doing that.
And then you have the bad side, a dark side, or I don't know if it's dark down or whatever. But
Idle
you have
hands of the devil's playground, right?
yeah, totally. I always say that. Idle mind, idle hands,
Mhm.
devil's playground. But then you have those, you're doing too much.
Mm.
Just choose one thing. I'm not
That's what I would say if I was also only good at one thing.
That's what's going on.
Right. Well, I do often tell Zane, I'm like, are you sure you want to take on that other project? Like, you already got a lot going on.
I'm so tired.
So, I mean, I think there is a balance, but also I don't think there's anything wrong with, acting, singing, comedy, doing all the things. As long as you have time to relax and you have your healing garden for that.
Totally. I mean, the show's once a month,
Yeah.
and it's gotten easy because now I don't have to really seek a lot of people.
Yeah.
They're coming to me. How do I get on your show? And I'm like, whoa, this is so cool.
Yeah.
So I didn't even know it would turn into what it's turning into, and, but I'm happy, it's a little bit of community talk about it, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
So I had to push through that stuff, and I'm like,
Yeah.
okay, you black girl, you done started something, you done stepped on some people's toes because of what you're doing. But the main thing I'm doing is just loving and giving opportunity, space and opportunity.
Yeah.
So are people, mad that you're kind of taking over the scene or what's going on?
I don't think
you don't
I'm
mind
taking
talking
over
about
the
it.
scene, though. Don't say that. I think that's what
they
did it.
do. They do. Yeah. Whoever they is. No, but I mean, just being like a strong, outspoken black woman who's good at what you do. Like, there are going to be people who are jealous. There are going
or just
to be people
being a femme.
Yeah.
That part of it.
Absolutely.
People
Yeah.
can't handle it.
Yeah.
Sometimes.
Oh, absolutely. So I think that there are going to be toes that are stepped on. Whether or not you stepped on toes, it's going to be perceived that their toes were stepped on.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that that you pushing through and doing what you do and knowing that your heart's in the right place is going to mean more than anything that's perceived.
Mm-hmm.
It wasn't easy, though. I'm going to tell you, it wasn't easy to get to where I'm at. Emotionally, spiritually, because I'm a Leo, but I'm right up under Cancer, so I can get emotional at the same time with a little Virgo rising. So my thing, but I'm born under the sign of the dove, so I'm a July Leo. August Leos, people don't understand, are a little different, a little harder, right?
Yeah.
But and so I was always a crybaby about everything, and they're talking about me. They don't, and it was like, wait,
maybe I'm a Leo.
snap the hell out of it, right?
Yeah.
And I had to learn through certain friends and stuff, to toughen me up. How you going to make it in this? I don't have a business. Yes, you do. What do you think you have? Right.
Yeah, absolutely.
And it's like, you're going to have run across all kind of people, da-da-da. So you got to have this tough skin, right? And so I was like, but I don't know how. Don't take things personal. Well, they're personally talking to me, so or about me. So how else?
They said my name and I don't like Zane. How am I not supposed to take that personal? If they said I don't like people, I'd be like, yeah, maybe I took that personal. But
right. So it was hard for me to differentiate, that at the same time. But I'm at this place now. It's like I've learned that even negative publicity is publicity.
Yep.
And
yep.
doesn't matter, right? And so it's okay. And I don't get affected or offended or cry. It's like, I finally don't give a fuck.
Yeah. And
absolutely.
like I always say, if you have haters, you know you're doing something right because you're triggering somebody, like we talked about before. They're annoyed by you because there's something wrong with them or because they're afraid that you're going to take their place. But like I've said before, I think people need to come from a place of abundance. Like there's enough to go around for everybody.
It really is.
There's
And I had to get past the money thing,
There's
right?
3 other Sundays, all right? What are you guys so worried about?
But I do want to talk about the money part because a lot of people, for some reason, thinking that I'm charging and I'm just keeping all the money and I'm not paying anybody. And it's kind of like, now you hadn't gotten, so everybody that's been on my shows, depending on what comes in at the door, outside of happening to pay for the venue, pay for the advertisement.
And
I mean,
all
there's
the work,
a lot
all the
behind
hours
the
that you put
scene
into it.
that I put into it, and I don't get paid. You know, if you think I get to come home a night with $50 or $60 in my pocket, you know, but when you're trying to give everybody at that time a little 25 something in their pocket as an incentive, there's not almost too many, at least comedians that could come on my show that has been on my show and said, I did get something. Not every time, but she does give, right? She does. But I get this text, you were mean to my friend and I don't want nothing to do with you. And I heard that you're taking all the money just for yourself. And I'm like, what money do? Who said that? And where is this money coming from?
Yeah, the venue took all the money, but I did not.
You know, no, I did not. You do have to pay for the venue, you know. And just to make a flyer alone, that's $50. Guess where that money comes from? You know, my income comes from my vending, you know, and I don't like to tell my business, but people, I'm on disability. I don't have no big income at all, but I make what I have work, you know, and that's how at first you guys was getting paid. You see what I'm saying? Because there would be hardly nobody there. Where's the money? And you still here because I can't pay you your worth, but here's something. But as it grows, that's where my heart is, you know. Now this show, because it's 26 artists, I don't. There's no way.
Yeah, no, I wasn't expecting it. I was just like, there's way too many
Everybody
people.
gets $10.
You know what I'm saying? Right.
Yeah. I'm just like, no, this is a birthday show. This is I get to do stage time and I get to do my 2 favorite things. So that's payment enough,
awesome.
you know. So.
And I'm
also, I just drove back from Medford last night, so that was, you know, that took a chunk out of my wallet. That's where I was just like, I really hope I get paid for this. But if I'm just driving up the street, like you know.
Oh, you mean from Medford?
Oh yeah. Like for Medford, I want to get paid for that. But if I'm just driving up the street to Rainbow City, I think I'll be okay, you know. So. Yeah, well, I mean, that's the thing that a lot of people don't understand with, you know, like holding an event is like, you have to pay for the venue. Yeah, you have to cover the cost of advertisement. You have to cover the cost of promoters and promotion and stuff like that. Food, yeah, absolutely. Food, drinks. Like there's so many expenses that go into it. Just holding an event that like, if every artist walks away from it and it's just like, why didn't I get my thing? Because I think I deserve it. Then you know what I mean? Like,
is that how they sound?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, he knows. He knows. And they're not even famous. We're not famous. Don't nobody know us really except for
they're coming from Texas.
So,
they're all from Texas. They have hats and straw in their mouth. Why don't I get things and stuff?
And with something artists. I have to deal with too is, you know, you didn't even share or invite anybody and you want money. Are you serious? I don't
if you're not selling
get
tickets, then you don't get to complain about not getting money. Well, I thought I was just going to show up and you were going to have a bunch of people here for me to entertain and then you were going to pay me.
No, the artists bring the crowd.
What work did you do, dude, other than telling 5 minutes of jokes?
Right? And everybody gets 7 minutes on my show, whether you're a comedian or whether you're the singer, you know, and with that 7 minutes, like my song is 3, you have a song that's 2 minutes. I mean, shorten your songs, maybe. You can get more in that 7 minutes.
You can get 7 1-minute songs if you do it right.
You have them do it right. Little snippets of you know, but it's just a lot of work. Yeah. You know, you go in, the work that you put into it, just decorating, just setting up, you know, the tables and everything like that. And like today, I got VIP, you know.
You can put me to work too. After this, I'm gonna do a little bit of volunteer work.
So
I was like, this is your birthday show. I don't want you to be too stressed out. What can I do? Blow up some balloons for you? Let's go.
Yes.
Also,
when you
I forgot
offered
that this was in my hair.
Hey.
So, yeah,
That's a nice little
that's
treat
off
for
the
later.
record. That's off the record. But definitely show up to the show. I'm not saying that you'll get
If
one.
this is
but
live,
Right.
you may possibly get
Just
one of
saying.
those.
You might.
You know how those
Um,
girls walk around, cigarette,
Yeah, I'll be that
Yeah.
you
person.
know, type of thing.
Yeah,
you know what I'm
yeah,
saying?
absolutely.
I'll be like, yeah.
Zane will be doing it.
Yeah, I'm gonna be pulling them out of my
He'll have them all
afro.
in his hair.
Yeah.
But yeah, if you're in the Portland area, come to that tonight at Rainbow City, 7 p.m. Go in late because there's so many artists.
No, open doors is gonna open at 6:30.
Oh, come at 6:30. My
Please
bad.
be
my
there
bad.
at 6:30.
Get
Do
there
not
at
show up
6:15.
late. Yeah.
Usually, if you tell somebody to be there at a certain time, they're always like a half hour late. So get
Yeah.
there at
That's why I
6
stopped saying
6
7
p.m.
because then they're there at 7:30, and it's like
Yeah.
there's no one
Yeah.
here to
I'm
start
glad I
the
gotta
show.
perform for nobody.
You know, and then we have my comedians are there and everybody's there, but where's the people? Because, you know, so I let me start saying the doors open at 6:30. And because this night is an extended night, you
Mhm.
know, it's going at least until 11:30. I'm usually try to be done by 9:30, 10, but it is.
Pushing your bedtime back.
And I want to shout out to Audio Lords because my son
Yes.
normally does all the, you know, but I want him to have a break tonight. So I have a DJ Audio Lords and them. So Mel
Nice.
and
Nice.
yeah.
And if you're listening or watching this after this has already happened, you still have a show every
Last
Sunday of every month. So
Yes.
you still have time to go and check this out.
And Amy Crash says, Zane, you got me dying over here. Amy Crash, you remember
Don't die.
Amy? Taught her daughter how to sing.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
She loves you. She was stoked to hear that you were on the show. So you got
Aw.
fans, you got supporters.
Aw.
May not be everybody, but it is the right people. So
Yeah, we're big fans.
Yes.
absolutely.
So we're coming up to the end of our show. We're gonna do one last segment called Rapid Fire,
pew pew.
where Zane and I will each say 5 words, and you will say whichever word or
Oh, boy. Whatever
phrase that comes to
Okay.
Yeah,
mind.
you can do onomatopoeias. So if I'm just
I
like,
don't know what that is.
it's you can just make a sound. So if I'm just like violin, you can be like,
Oh.
People have done that in the past.
Oh.
Yeah.
Or you
Yeah.
can
People
like
are
say,
weird.
or you can say a quote or whatever you want to do.
Yep. Cool.
Okay.
So
All Let's go.
R&B. What comes to mind?
Rhythm and blues.
Fair enough.
Since I didn't ask this, favorite artist. I was supposed to ask this earlier.
Oh,
Just
my
the one that
stars.
comes
Janet
top of your head.
Jackson.
Janet
Yes.
Jackson. Excellent. Acapella.
I got my own identity.
Ooh, perfect.
Purple.
Oh, my favorite, Royal Love, Unconditional Healing.
Beautiful. Funk.
Get the funk out my face. Get the funk out my face.
Hey. I didn't know that was it. I was just saying that, but that works. That works very well.
Rock music.
Yeah, we will rock you.
Perfect. Let's see. Black guitarists.
Ooh. Mr. Dragonfly.
Yeah. It's like if
I
you
was
don't say
thinking Jimi
Mr.
Hendrix.
Dragonfly.
Well, I was trying to think, should I say Monche? I was trying to say,
Yeah,
you
no,
know,
no,
but
no.
everybody knows him by Mr. Dragonfly.
Mr.
So yeah.
Dragonfly.
Yes.
Prince. And the reason I ask is because I think like purple, but then I just realized, is that Prince symbol on your necklace or is that something? Okay. Okay. Well, Prince.
Purple rain, purple rain.
All right, I'm gonna do my last one. Let's see. Black boy bands.
Boys to Men.
Okay.
Good one. Piano.
Elton John.
Okay. Excellent.
Good ones. Those were
All
really
right.
great.
Nope, that was awesome.
That'll wrap it up.
Yep.
All
Thank you so
right.
much, Fire, for joining us. It was a
Yes.
blast talking
I had
with
a
you.
blast.
This
Thank
is-
you.
This has been another episode of Off the Cuff with Des and Zane. I'm Carissa Des.
I'm Zane Thomas, and we will see you next time.
This is our special guest, FIYA. Don't forget to follow me on Instagram, Carissa Des, so that you know which artists are coming up next on our show. And follow Zane. It's Zane Thomas on
It's
Instagram.
Zane Thomas.
FIYA, we already gave you all the Instagram handles for her. Yeah, keep your eyes open for her new song and music video with Swiggle Mandela and others.
And others.
And others.
Yes.
Love from New Hampshire. So Sonia Carson says, thanks, Sonia. Thanks for watching.
Yeah,
All right,
absolutely.
everybody. Peace, love, donuts.
Pew pew.